Hello everyone, I am Pupul Haikruzam. I teach English for classes 9 and 10. Hello everyone, welcome to the English class. Our class today is all about writing a notice. In our class, we shall all together learn how to write a perfect notice that will enable everyone to know what you and me are trying to convey to them. Let us know what a notice is at first, okay? Notice is a message, okay, or an information that is usually issued by a head of an institution, by a head of an office, or a union, or maybe a club, okay? And they issue this information, this message to the public, to the people, to the students, informing them, giving an information, giving them, trying to communicate to them on certain events, on certain programs, on certain issues, or maybe, sometimes a notice is also written when I want to have something or when I don't have something. Maybe I lost a pen or I found a pen, then I can also write a notice. I have found this, you can come and collect from me, or I have lost this, please find it for me, right? And it is usually for display. It is for display on the notice board. It is display on certain public areas. And when you write a notice, since it is to be displayed and publicized to the people, to the public, our language needs to be simple but formal. The language has to be simple, because if we use too much of an ornamented English, we will not be able to communicate to the people, right? So the language has to be simple, but it has to be formal, okay? And when we write a notice, it has to be short. It has to be short and simple and to the point. What do you want? What is required? Okay, to the point. It has to be there at us. No roundabout, no going about here and there, okay? If you have lost a pen, you say, I lost my blue pen. That's it. I lost a pen that was gifted to me by my father on my birthday. All unnecessary things, not required. A notice has to be short, because it's going to be displayed on the notice board. It's going to be displayed in the public place, and when the people pass by, just going to give a glance and look at it and try to get the information. They cannot just stand there and read as if you're reading for exam. Exam ki para information, the brief about date, place, time, adugumba important about brief points to hapkrani, simple and short and that is how we write our notice. It is always better. It is always better when we know the format. Okay, giving only the definition and only talking about notice will not help us know about it. How will we know how to write a notice? We will know how to write a notice when we know the format. Okay, we need to understand the format first. So let us see the format of notice writing. When we write a notice, the first thing that comes up is the issuing authority. If the notice is from a head of an institution or an office or a union, the name of that particular office, the name of that particular institution comes as issuing authority. Right below it, we write the word notice. And just below notice, we put the date of the notice. After giving the date, we leave some space and come to downward and we give a heading. Heading and right after the heading is the body of the notice. It is the message, it is the information, what we want to say, what we want to convey to the people, to the public, to the students. After all this, what is important is to sign. We have to let the people know who has issued this notice. So signature comes at the right hand corner, signature of the issuing authority. The person who is responsible, the person who is in charge, his signature comes here. So this is the format of a notice writing. As we have seen the format of notice writing, now let us try writing an example. Okay, we'll take a question, our first example, and then with this question, let us write our very first notice. First question, example number 1. Your school, Lamjing Lamtak High School, is organizing the annual day on the 5th of July 2020. Write a notice inviting the students to take part in the cultural events. Sign yourself as Mr. Pravakar, teacher in charge. So this is the question that we have. We have an issuing authority, Lamjing Lamtak High School. We know what the event is, annual day. We have a date and we also have a name, that is Mr. Pravakar, the teacher in charge. So Mr. Pravakar is the one who is going to write the notice. So now let us start writing the notice. First in the format, it is issuing authority. So here we use the name of the school, Lamjing Lamtak High School. After this, we write notice. Right below it, we put the date, dated 25th June 2020. After this, what are we supposed to be writing? We are supposed to be writing the heading. So we write the heading here, Annual Day 2020. Heading da koi maram duni ko. Kasi annual day. Oy, benina question da annual day hape na tragadi atopa mahapam basu yeh ko. So we start writing the notice now. All the students are hereby informed. Information in a word season all the students are hereby informed that the school will celebrate annual day on the 5th of July 2020 from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the school auditorium along with cultural programs. Details to period. This is the details of the event. It is an annual day. Since it is a celebration in the school, there will be some programs, some functions, and a timing has also been given there. Okay, and the place where it will be celebrated. The celebration is going to take place at the school auditorium. We can add in more details like this. The Honorable Education Minister will grace the function as the chief guest. Whenever we have a function, we know that we have a chief guest, right? So we have included the Honorable Education Minister as a chief guest. Continuing the notice, students who would like to participate in various programs should contact their respective class teachers letters by the 1st July 2020. Cultural programs will be there. So there might be students who want to take part in the events, right? So the notice is inviting them to submit their details, whoever wants to take part in the programs. And we have also given a last date, that is 1st July 2020. So this is an example, okay? But the example is not complete. Why? Because we are yet to put the signature. Who has written the notice? Mr. Pravakar, teacher in charge, has written the notice. So we write here at the right hand corner, we put signed by Mr. Pravakar, teacher in charge. So this is first example of notice writing. The first example that we have just seen has been issued by an authority. There's a school mentioned there and there's a teacher in charge. So in the format, it was given that in the very first line, we have to write the name of the issuing authority. What if there is not? What if there is no, no issuing authority? What if there is no office, no institute? What if it is written by, a student, right? A student asking everyone to help her find something that she has lost. Then we narrow it down. We just remove the name of the issuing authority and we start with notice. Let us look at this example. Example number 2, question. You are Pinky, a student of class 10 of modern school. You have lost your bicycle key in the school campus. Write a notice for display on the school notice board about the lost and requesting the finder to hand over the key to you. So now you're Pinky and you're going to write this notice. Yes, you are from modern school, but since it is Pinky going to request, everyone, her friends to find the key, we cannot use modern school as the issuing authority because it is a notice by Pinky. It can be handwritten, it can be a very simple one just to put on the school notice board. So for this, let us see how we write the notice. So this is how Pinky writes her notice for the key that she has lost. We start with notice, followed by date, dated 25th June 2020. We give a heading. What is the heading? Lost key. A simple heading so that people can read it easily, so that her friends and students in the school can read it easily. Lost key. Then she starts writing, lost my bicycle key in the school campus. She has lost her key. Where? Inside the school campus. Bicycle key can be, many, varied. Everyone, any other student who rides a bicycle will definitely be having a key. So, there has to be some identification mark, right? So, for that, we shall write like this. It has a pink colored small teddy bear as keychain. We have those small soft toys, keychain, so that we include here as a identification mark for the lost bicycle key. And then she continues writing, I shall be very thankful to the student who finds and returns it to me. We should never forget to thank someone who does this kind of act of kindness. And she also writes, a gift will be given to the finder, for finding her lost bicycle key. Pinky will be very happy and she is ready to even give a gift to the finder. And at the right hand corner, we write her name, Pinky of class 10. So this is the second example of notice writing. So dear students, we have just seen two examples of notice writing. By following this format in the examples that we have just read in our class, I believe and hope that every one of you will from now on excel in how you write a notice. That is the end of our class.